Welcome everybody to the first doing here. Got ourselves a nifty little mod pack. It's going to be probably just as insanely difficult as the other one, but it's going to be able to sit here and chill while I work on it. So let's get right into this TerraFirmaGreag Modern. Wanted to see if it had create in it. If it doesn't, we can still do it because I wanted to do something where it combined TerraFirmaCraft as well as Greg Tech. Okay, you're gonna have to lower some settings here really quick. Here we go. There we go. Might be a little bit better now. Well, this is okay. There we go. Got into here. So, New World 11. I haven't made a single new one, so it's kind of interesting that it has 11 other worlds that I guess have been made. We're just going to do the regular survival difficulty. Why not make it hardcore? And then we've got spawn location is random. This is recommended for new players. Temperate. Desert tropical. Oh, okay. We'll just do the random. World generation, TerraFirmaCraft. Generate structures on. We'll leave out the bonus chest. I think everything else should be good. Go ahead and create the world. Go ahead and take a second to load. We'll done some things over here. All right. We are loaded on in. Okay. Looks like we got some books right away. Oh boy, that hunger bar definitely looks different. Welcome to TerraFirmaGreag Survival Mod Pack. As it should have been. Task is to exist. Interesting. Thank you for starting TerraFirmaGreag Modern. In this mod pack, you will be put to the task of taking control of untouched wilderness and turning it into an industrial wonderland. Start from a humble beginning, picking up rocks, and end while traversing interstellar space. Okay, optional mods. You want to add more content to your mod pack? You may be interested in our list of optional mods. These are either Mods that only work for certain PC setups would add too much bloat if they were added for everyone, or are too niche to include it by default. Please know that these mods or their compatibility is not ensured by the TerraFirmaGreag dev team, so they may stop functioning at any point in the future. Click the globe image next to the quest to open the mod list. Love to look at those some more, but I think that's going to go to an external link. We're not going to worry about that. Important information about quests. The quests are still in development, and we are always working on improving them. A lot of information. Specific mechanics are also in the field guide, accessible via the book tab in your inventory. Remember that both JEI and the field guide are your friends, as not everything will be explained through quests. We're going to go ahead and start actually getting some stuff first. I do know, since I put it in hardcore, I'm going to have to make sure that we've got ourselves some stuff situated out. We've got to gather rocks for napping. I wonder if that's just a texture pack or it's actual birds. Pretty insane looking. I do need to actually fix my FOV first. Play like this all the time, and now I can't stand. I feel so claustrophobic with looking at it. Without that. Okay. Ooh, cactus. Ouch. Prickly pear. There's a stick. That's what I was looking for. I want to move. Oh no. I'm going to try to leave the stuff there, because that will show me where some of this stuff is in the future. Make that into a stick. Oh no. Over here somewhere. More of that. I believe if we do our napping, we can get ourselves axe head? That's not an axe head. I know that this should be something. Go. So yeah. World, getting started. Introductions, we know about this. We know about the napping. Stone knife recipe. Ah, I was missing one more knockout. That's what it was. There we go. And then can I just craft it straight up? Can. Okay. Got ourselves an axe and a knife. Let's get on our way there, because we do need to start collecting string. But we have to make sure it's the tall stuff, otherwise it doesn't turn into the hay. See about chopping a tree down. Should be one of those that chops the whole tree. And there it goes. Just avoid the prickly pear, because we don't want to touch that. I do think it's interesting. They've got this thing over here on the right-hand side. The food bar. Oh, we got water, too. It looks like you have to eat the different kinds of fruits and vegetables and stuff. Got ourselves a bunch of logs. I don't know if we have... Oh, it shows... They wiped out that blade... Durability on the axe is gone. This is going to be a lot of stuff. Okay, where do we need to go from here? So from here, we got ourselves an axe, we got the shovel, we got the hoe. Should actually get that too. Let's see what we can do about that. Ooh. Head. I already screwed that one up. We're just gonna back out of that. Already look at the book. Shovel head is a thin centerpiece. There's the shovel head. And we'll be able to make 2 of these, just like that. That'll give us a way to harvest the prickly pears. Let's see about that. Where did those prickly pears go? Milkweed? We can harvest that or use that in any way, shape, or form right now. Got pumpkins too, though. Oh, that's a very interesting thing. Oh, that's right, you can walk through leaves on this. I know we're going to want to be relatively close to water, so this looks like a pretty good place to start over here. We want to figure out taking care of chopping one more tree down. Now it's time to figure out what happens when a tool breaks as you use it. Does it leave stuff? Oh, it does cut the whole thing down still, which is good. We got a whole bunch of wood logs. Okay, so we got a javelin head, we got a hammer head, threshing weapon, building materials. Got thatch. We're gonna need to make more knife heads. Whoa. There's a current? Whoa, that's actually pretty cool. I haven't taken a look at TerraFirmaCraft stuff recently. But to see that kind of thing available, pretty cool. I want to make sure we get a move on because... Okay, break that, go away. Looks like this should make 2 knife heads. I didn't realize it was going to be specific. There's another knife. Get ourselves a large amount of this thatch. Foxglove. So I wonder what it's going to do in the way of monsters, too. Are they going to be standard? Are they going to be different? We got ourselves some thatch. The straw. If we do loam mud, we can get some bricks. Sandy loam. Can we craft that into mud in world transformation? If I put it down in the water... Oh, it uses the... Oh no! My mud! Okay, we'll have to do something to make it come over here. Here we go. Okay. Does this work? No. Sandy loam mud now, if I mix it with some thatch. Awesome. Now we just have to place this down. grab a bunch more dirt. That is cool. Kind of stuff that I always like to see in some games where they do stuff like that. One of the reasons I did like a fighter logistics so much. Do it there. Does that work? Is that not a source, therefore it doesn't count? It's like because it's not a source block, it doesn't count. Block it off there so we can pick it up. That do its thing. Looks like we're going to want to start building up at least some basic amounts of protection for the night. Just hopefully we don't get any skeletons that are coming out. Seems like this is only going to be able to break line of sight and not do much more than that. We aren't terribly hungry, so we can manage to hold off on doing that. Boy. 10 months and 7 days that will expire. Okay, so we're going to have to look at some more quest stuff. How to capture territory and how to load chunks in your territory. If you want to play on a server, you might want to claim your territory. Not doing any of that, so that's fine. Gotta increase your chunk load limit. Okay. Looked into that, kind of know how that works. Create a team. We lose our book, we got that, we got some survival tips, so TerraFirmaGreag tips and tricks. This chapter gives you a lot and means a lot. It's how to survive and thrive. Each quest branch representing major mods in TerraFirmaGreg with tips to make the most out of them. None of these quests are necessary for progression, although some may be locked behind main questline tasks. Don't know if mobs spawn or not. Can't really tell here. Some red dots, so I assume those might be monsters, but I'm not sure. Hopefully we don't die while we're standing here. Permalife is a mod about extending the agricultural and gastronomic experience in TerraFirmaGreg with touches of miscellaneous features, including things such as decorations, more preservation methods, new foods, bees, and a plethora of useful gadgets. Beneath, turn to the center of the earth. TerraFirmaCraft add-ons. Give me a second. TerraFirmaCraft. We got okay. Yeah, we looked at this one. Aged alcohol and canes. What else we got? TerraFirmaCraft. In this mod that adds on multiple new trees. Some are variants of existing TFC trees, such as Ancient Kapok, while others are completely new, such as the Baobab, and Hiva. Some of the planks and log textures of these trees may remind you of vanilla tree colors. This section will go over tree tapping. As a bonus, all Arbor Firmacraft woods are compatible with Firmalife and FirmaCiv. We've made sure of it. Click here to read more. Good. So we got a tree tap thing. Looks like we need to get to metals for that. So we're going to want to go ahead and go over to some other tab. Transportation. Civilization. Sail across the seas. Interesting. Ooh, we got carts. I like this one. An immersive aircraft. I think I've played with this mod before. One second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I managed to make an absolute mess of myself there. Whew. Tools. Grappling hook. Mattocks. Mattocks are your key to developing roads in TFG. They can be acquired by casting them into a mold like any other TFC tool. To use the mattock, change its mode with the default key N to full block. Then you can right-click on dirt or grass to tamp it down. And then apply crushed base, coarse, and finally material of your choice after. Interesting. Still don't know what any of that means, but whatever. Let's get to napping some more things out here. Should probably make ourselves a weapon just in case something attacks us. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. Hold on. Think you know something, and you don't. Okay, so we got the bricks going. Dried bricks to make regular bricks. Wattle and Dalb. Okay. Maybe do it with some silt and mud or straw and clay. Okay. Feels like a really long night. Unless I basically lost my entire day, it looks like. Might have been what happened. Okay, let's go back and figure out how to make spears. Action. It's off a spearhead that way. Okay, we're gonna make both of those. Hammerhead. I screwed that up already. Fish make a noise like that. Oh, I messed that up again. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Got ourselves a scaffold. Get some fishing done. Are you? Oh man, they're so fast compared to me. This current thing is pretty cool. Guess I have to like throw it. See if we can land a fish. That one. And there it goes. Basically gotta like follow it and get ready to catch it. There we go. Got ourselves a rainbow trout. Oh boy, those are going to take some time to cook up, though. Now we got to make ourselves a fire. Which I don't think that's part of this one. We got to go to the next one. Pits of fire. We need ourselves those sticks. Make some fire sticks. And then from there, how possible to make a fire pit? In order to make one, you will need 1 log, 3 sticks, and optionally up to 5 pieces of kindling. Don't know if I have that. Special paper, straw, or pine cones. 10% per item. Okay. Throw all items on the ground on the same block, and then use a fire starter on the block. Okay. So we're going to need some more knives then. Let us see. Stone for napping is there. Down and 2 knife heads. Wouldn't have used all of that straw had I known we would need it for this. But that's fine. Easy to get more. Oh no. Okay. Harvest services. Something else for that. Okay, got ourselves a bunch of straw. Now, said 1 log. Start it over here, far enough away from everything. 1 log. Oop. 1, 2, oh. 3, 4, 5. What else was it? 3 sticks. Just take our fire starter here. And we made ourselves a fire pit. Nice. Keep 2 logs on there just to keep it going. I'd like to try and cook the trout on here. Although, hold on. Can I put it on a stick or something? Looks like no, I can't do that. So we'll just go ahead and put it back on the fire. See what we can do with eating some of this. Nap the gourd? What? It is now cooked. Sweet. So take 12 minutes to get those done. Oh, this is the fun part for sure. How long it takes everything to get done. Oh, this is just gonna sit and chill. Figure things out. Okay. Bunch more in there. I still find this part cool. Well done. Make up a bunch more bricks. I do want to test out a theory. Can I put them over here and have them dry faster? Doesn't look like it. Oh, we still have more? quite a bit to actually make ourselves a little bit of a structure to be able to have to start. Looked like it was kind of doing a weird jump thing. I don't know. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it is. Got ourselves a bunch of... Fix those will be done in another day. We gotta get ourselves the clay, though. We need to start looking for indicators of clay. I don't think fountain grass is one. Let's look at that again. So, one of the following plants. A short little... We actually saw a couple of those somewhere. Not that one. Actually tell you what those ones are. We got the Dimverm, the Canaan, Goldenrod, Pampas Grass, Persofia, Water, Profisca. Okay. I do feel like I saw some of that. What is this? Rotten flesh, so we do have monsters in this. We definitely want to keep an eye out for that. I don't know if we can use that for anything. Wild onion? $5 months. Can we make that into seeds somehow? Oh, onion seeds. Okay. Let's harvest some of those. Four. There it is. Right here. Oh, best part is we're actually not that far away from where that is. Boom. Shovel. Done. Now, how far down is it going to be? Oh, there it is. Right up top here. I was kind of hoping that was the case. Looks like all of it, unfortunately, unless that's some more right over here. Nope, desert fleeing. Okay. Take our knife on the way back and just use it to... Ooh, we got 5 minutes left on our first bricks that we set up to do. Can we actually use this for anything? Not anytime soon. That's completely hilarious. Okay. Toss those out. Now comes the fun of making pottery. Do ourselves a vessel. Now, I believe this is one as well. Large vessel. And we just gotta dig ourselves a hole. Like H or something, isn't it? G? F? No. Alright, what is it? Tapping. You do a pit kiln. Pit kilns. B, that's right. I knew it was a key in that vicinity. I know that one's got to be done by itself. This is one of the ones that you can do with others. So we're going to go ahead and make ourselves a jug. Already messed that up. That's fine. On the bright side, when using clay, it doesn't use the recipe unless you actually select the thing out. It's not like the rocks where it's just gone the moment it's gone. Oop. Pull that out. Jug. What else do you want to get cooking up? We got the jug. Ingot molds, not so much. Again, more molds. I think we're just going to want some more vessels then. And there are all of those. Few separate pit kilns. We do need logs in there, so we just pull it up. Oop. Oh no, it's the other thing first. Gotta make an axe now. X. Break the log. We gotta put the straw in first. Right. And then we need we're gonna have to put some dirt over the top once it is started. So oh, that's not how that works. Is it straight up? You just leave it there? It's not what I remember. Oh. Move everything back off the hotbar now. 2, 3. Boom. Okay, let's read it this really quick. Kiln. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about covering it, I guess. Try that again then. Done. I do want to break this just in case, because I don't want it catching fire. Looks like these are all done. And we got ourselves a chunk of bricks to start building up the house. Alright. I don't want to build it around the fire pit over there. But it also doesn't need to be too big. It just needs to be big enough to hold us at night, keeping us safe. Oop, that's not right. That's not good. Oh, sweet. We can pick it up with a shovel. I was a little worried that you couldn't pick it up without a pickaxe. Yeah, it's the only way to make a pickaxe in this one is with metal. This is definitely be a slow start here. Let's see what I can do with this. So long as we don't wander too far, we should be pretty safe. Just stay around the base. Cut line the sight with a thatch. I wanted to look at this. That pumpkin napping. What? I gotta chop it up if I want to use it for food. Need another knife. This will give us fruit. One second, guys. Oh, just seeing that breakdown is also pretty cool. Minutes left on that. Plenty of time left on that. Oh, I didn't grab my dirt. Mud. Ourselves a bit more. Now for 16 more bricks. Okay. A little terrified to sit and be doing too much reading and then have stuff go out that we need up. So it looks like our hearts in the bottom is related to our food. Berry we don't have any of so far. Toxins, parasites, okay. That's pretty crazy. 5-minute temperature, we got the day. We got our pit of fire, we got our thing there, ores and metals, we'll do later. We'll worry more about buildings and keeping ourselves safe. Anything else? Sounds like one of them finished. Now, the thing is, we still have to wait for it to cool down, because if we just grab it out, we'll start hurting ourselves over that. Just gonna go ahead and sit here for a little bit. That's going to be a long way around. Yeah, good luck doing any of that to start. Whoa. Stone Age. Start here. Okay, so we got ourselves a fire pit. Now we need soups. To make soups, we need a pot. Ooh. There and there, and then just like that. Okay. Might be able to take our stuff out now. There we go, large vessel. Basically like a chest. And we got our smaller vessels. Okay. Want to grab ourselves that ceramic rug. That's something good to know. Look like water is infinite here. Okay, so we gotta get ourselves a cooking pot. Is there anything else that we need? I guess we can start getting our molds. Empty pan. This for panning. Let's look at that bowl. The reason I wanted this is we can actually take this now. I can put my food in there. And we can seal it, and it will actually keep the food better for longer because of that. 1 second, guys. Little one just wants some crackers. Alright, looks like we can start picking up some of them in a minute. We're gonna make the bowls, that's what we're gonna do. All across the top there. That unfired pan. That in there. Anything else we want to make? Oops, a flower pot, low pipe. That one. Okay. I don't know how soon we're going to be getting on to doing this stuff, but might as well start making some of the things that might need. That's what we're going to need. We got a blowpipe, we got a bowl, spindle head. These are all sorts of things I've not actually delved that into before. There is that. Our logs. Did it started again? It continue its process while we go ahead and start picking up our bricks. I honestly think this is pretty... I'm interested in how it works. Pick them up. Well, those aren't dried. Hope they didn't restart the process. That did. Well, notice something. Don't ever pick up ones that aren't dry. As reset everything. Get those. I'm gonna check. Can we use those for anything? Okay, we can make straight up stairs. We can make up walls. And then just auto crafting. Okay. So we can do that to be able to climb up there later on. Go ahead. Start clearing out some of this thatch. I do just want a simple 3x3. Because that room should be plenty in the grand scheme of things. And that will give us a nice safe spot. Not worry about monsters at night. One higher. Ourselves a thatch roof. Just to start protecting ourselves from the rain. I love how they're... those little aspects in TerraFirmaGreag here just make this game so much cooler. One of those people that kind of finds it hard to play the original version of Minecraft anymore, just because there's so much to do with mods. Other things that way. Gather some more straw. Okay. I don't know which ones give me. It's a ryegrass, doesn't. Oh no, it does. Rotten flesh. Totally wondering if I could use that to make some something. Definitely a long, slow process here. Ooh. Our stuff is done. Just gotta remember to not touch it though yet, because burn yourself. I want to build all the way around. I can always convert it back. Give myself space to walk around without having to get wet if it starts raining. But I think that was good enough for a starter stream. Testing out some things, figuring things out. I will thank you for anybody who popped in. Try again next time.